Let's talk about government and government intervention. They're like, oh, no, don't get involved. We don't want anything when it comes to our business and our business practices and what we're doing. We don't want any of that, and we're going to fight tooth and nail on anything. But when it comes to them trying to adapt certain technology to drivers, then they're, oh, please, government, can you help us out? Please, government, can I have some more? I'm trying to get, and you know what we're trying to do? We're trying to get EVs. We want to get the electric vehicles for the drivers. The drivers don't want to get the electric vehicles. Can you please give us some money so we can give it to them? Please, please. That's exactly what they're doing. So, Uber CEO was in Davos just recently and trying to pander to the government there, to the officials.
He was hanging out with billionaires, bro. This
Please,
is the global,
please.
yeah. Okay, look, Dara. I mean, I dig you, but okay. So they have a mandate that by 2030, all Uber cars in California are going to be, as well as New York City, I think, right? Your mayor said some ridiculous shit there.
My mayor.
Okay,
I hate New York City.
Yeah, like, okay, so Uber CEO article should show, we're totally committed to the electrification of our fleets. Now, are you going to buy me a Tesla? Or Hyundai, or I'd take it if you're gonna buy me one.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna go spend 40 grand, even with the discounts, with the IRA rules, which is the 7,500 tax credit, which is being applied right at purchase now. State, California is one of the most, the best states to buy an EV in because you have so many credits, tax credits, and cash rebates. Are you gonna buy it for me, Mr. Khosrowshahi? Because I don't have the money. Because I can't do $3 trips and expect to move up to the EV world. I can't afford it. So I'm going like, yeah, if you're going to give me one, I'll drive it for you. But I don't think so anyway. So he was in Davos, Switzerland, hanging out with billionaires. And he was like, yeah, they're committed.
Hold on. Did he fly in an electric plane or did he fly in a jet plane?
His carbon footprint was like in a private jet from freaking San Francisco to Switzerland.
His carbon footprint is more than yours and my CO2 emissions for the entire. Here's the thing about CO2 emission. It's all bullshit. You know why? Because guess what? The trees. How do the trees make oxygen? Oh, that's right. They use carbon dioxide. So the way we feed the trees is, if we get rid of carbon dioxide, we kill the trees, which kills the oxygen, which kills you. So we need the CO2.
Funny today. Yeah. Anyway, so he was
there that you might want to try to, like methane and stuff like that. But cars don't produce methane the way that you think. So
Elon will come up with an electric plane. So
I think they're working on that actually.
Yeah, he's working
or they're air powered. Go down that tunnel. Go down that rabbit hole.
I have no clue. That's way over my pay scale, buddy. That's way over my pay scale. And so there was a great Axios article about what Dara is trying to do in Davos. Yeah, please.
Can we?
Because okay, first of all, okay, let's do this. Chris, do you believe by 2030 all Uber Lyft cars in California are going to be electric?
God effing no, not going to happen.
God effing no. Okay, I agree. So maybe he's trying to buy time. Because he's like saying, we're committed, but we're just not converting drivers fast enough to electric. Yeah. Why that is? They're expensive. I wouldn't buy like a $40,000 electric car to do Uber with.
Yeah, and $1,000, $2,000 off is not going to be enough when it comes to the amount of drivers that are out there and not making enough money when it comes to it.
And the dollar EV credit is only extended for 3 more months. So you won't only buy a $40,000 car without having some sort of backup guarantee. Look, I like that dollar EV credit if it's a true dollar. We're going to test that coming up. But
don't say anything.
$4,000 a year. Okay, that's good. I get it. Okay. But now it expires on April Fool's Day. So I'm going like, well, I'm not going to go buy a $35,000 EV to do Uber with just only 3 months of a dollar EV credit. I'm just not going to do it. Right? So which side of your mouth are you guys talking about now here? I mean,
yeah, and then,
but then,
On the flip side, it's not too bad in California where you are in LA, where it stays pretty constant temperature throughout the year, but there's
Yeah.
quite a temperature swing in my area
Have you
where
seen those pictures, bro?
right
Have you
now, let me
seen those
see, it's
pictures?
36 degrees out, but for the last week, it was, 15, 20 degrees. It gets cold. And you know what happens to the charge on those cold days? The charge
Have
goes
you
down quite a bit.
have you seen
So,
the have you seen the pictures of those Teslas frozen, like
yeah,
lined up to
yeah,
to get charged
try
because
to
they
get the
only went
supercharge
100
and they
miles?
can't. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I
look,
mean,
I
the
love
reality
Tesla.
here's
Nothing
the
against
reality.
Tesla.
The
Yeah,
reality is electrification is part of the solution. It's not the full solution. So I don't know why they're going full steam ahead. Oh wait, that's right, control. But that's a different topic for a different conversation on a different
yeah,
type of channel.
yeah,
We're talking about ride share and that. But the reality is it's part of it. There's other technologies that are out there that could be potentially either as good or better, and nobody's talking about it. I mean, one of the things that I'm hearing about is, your cell phone. The reason why I change my cell phone every 3 years is because the battery sucks after 3 years. So that's why I'm on a 3-year plan. I don't go with the latest and greatest every year. I go every 3 years. That's my lifespan of a cycle, but that's only because of the battery. The battery lasts for approximately 3 years before it just starts acting like dog shit.
yeah. I
Now,
mean,
you're talking about a mini nuclear battery. I don't know how much you wanna keep a nuclear battery right here when you're talking on the phone, but
yeah.
they're saying it would charge your phone for 50 years. I
That
mean,
I couldn't have said it. Oh, not this one. I couldn't have said
there
it better
there's
myself, Bryce. Exactly. Where is the commitment to the driver? You're telling the government, yeah, we're committed, but now we're just gonna give driver only 3 months at a time. I'm like, no. Okay, say until 2027, we're committed to pay a dollar up to 4,000 a year for EV. Okay, now we can talk about it. But 3 months is not a commitment. Thank you, Bryce. That was a good comment right there. So anyway,
right.
Axios wrote an article about this. Yeah, okay, we know all the deals. 7,500 tax credit. If you're platinum, you can get $2,000 off. And I just got an email before the show, Chris. Somebody tried to go use this deal. In fact, one of our viewers, Levi, shout out in Syracuse, he bought a Tesla Model Y with this deal with like a $14,000 in discounts. Congrats. But besides that, somebody tried to go buy a used Tesla to you and use this $2,000 maximum or 1,000 if you're gold discount. It does not apply to used Teslas. It has to be a new Tesla for this deal to the Uber and Tesla deal to work with gold or platinum drivers. So you guys be careful if you're going to buy a used
Mm,
Tesla. That doesn't apply. Although half of the 7,500 tax credit does apply on some EVs if you're going to buy a used Tesla, according to your earning level. That's a lot of shit to say. So yeah. So Axios wrote it, and then they go like. How are these companies going to entice drivers to switch from ICE vehicles to EVs? It was a good article. It puts out all the points. You guys should go read it. And on the next screenshot, it says why it matters. Uber can't force drivers to go electric. Hello, yeah, we know that. But
you
various
have to
incentives
incentivize.
have helped. Yeah, that's true. Have helped
But
it
but
boost EV
it
uptake. Did you see the EV uptake here, Chris? It's 6.5%. So far they have converted 6.5% Uber drivers from ICE to EVs, and I don't know if that number includes Tesla Hertz rentals. They never break the shit down anyway.
mhm.
So at the end, now Hertz figured this is horrible business.
I
They're
think
selling all their
in Uber
fucking
math
Teslas.
yeah, I think in Uber math, however, it benefits them the most is the number they're going with. So I'm
Is
gonna
that
say
okay?
that
Is that what's
6.5% is
happening?
probably going to include that,
Yeah,
but I can't say that with 100% certainty. But
yeah.
either way, I mean, I know there's quite a few EV drivers in chat right now, I know, and they
Yeah.
love it. They love it, they like it,
I
and, if
I
it
I
works.
would like to drive an EV. I have one at
Yeah.
home. I mean, I don't drive it. I mean, I have a Bolt, but too small for a ride share. If I go to airport, I can't put a luggage back there. But long story short, I like driving EVs. In California, I think what Chris said is perfect. Weather's never too cold that my battery is going to die or freeze or some other shit's going to happen. So it works
Mhm.
in California. So the big picture, bottom line, Uber has been urging drivers to go electric since September 2020, but the uptake has only been 6.5%. and it's not enough. So now we're in 2024. We have like 6 years to go to convert. I don't know. I think I'll bet you there's like more than 500,000 drivers in California. You know what I mean? They go like,
Mhm.
nobody's gonna go buy electric, bro. Let me tell you. Then Uber drivers get discounted EV rentals. I got that. Okay, for example, and earn more per ride if they drive an EV. That's the dollar promo. But like Bryce said, you know, give us some clarity. Don't do like this 3 months at a time. I mean, you want me to
Yeah,
go
right.
spend 30 grand, 40 grand after discounts on an EV, but then you're not going to give me any clarity? No, I'm not going to. I'm not touching.
I think the reality is, if you want me to make the commitment for,
Yeah,
a few years, depending on
yeah,
how often I'm driving too, like if you're a
yeah,
full-time driver, you're probably looking 3 to 5 years for the average car,
yeah,
then I need a commitment from Uber for that entire time
yeah,
too. So if
exactly.
you want you have to make that incentivizing enough to be able to not
Yeah,
just be the next few months. I mean, look, we're almost into February right now. So we got February, March, and a little bit left of January. So you got less than 2.5 months at this point now for the first quarter.
yeah,
After April 1st, are you going to extend that dollar EV or not? I mean, what's going to happen there? We don't know. And to have that type of incentive is not really worth it if you're buying a more expensive vehicle. And where are you going with that? So I think if you want us to make a long-term commitment like that, you have to be right there next to it, making that same type of commitment, or at least giving a guarantee saying that, yeah, for the time that you have that car, you will be able to get X, Y, or Z or something like that.
yeah.
I think something like that needs to
And
be put in place.
I saw, by the way, when we talk about Prius, I saw the new Prius. I haven't seen too many in the street. There's like a backup list on those things. First of all, amazing looking car for a Prius, because the old Prius was shit looking. This is amazing looking. And the guy, I talked to the guy quite a bit, to the driver, the Uber driver. Expensive though, bro. Like 40,000 for a Prius. I couldn't believe that. But he goes, 10 gallons
Oh, for
takes him
Prius?
700 miles. 10 gallons takes him 700 miles, bro. That's
I'm
crazy.
on I'm on Toyota's site right now. It don't look too bad. I love the black on black there.
Yeah, it looks better than the
The
old Prius.
windows blacked out. That's not too bad. It's kind of sharp looking. The only
Yeah.
problem is, um, it's probably a little small, but I mean, yeah,
No,
you
well,
can't
for
go bad with.
rideshare, Prius is the king for sure. I
Oh,
mean, look,
yeah, yeah, you cannot go wrong there at all,
no, he
especially
didn't
with,
know. And he goes, "Look, Serge, I put 10 gallons of gas. It said go 700 miles." I go, "Holy fuck!" I go, "That's like
yeah,
crazy, bro."
that you cannot beat. You
No,
can't beat that at all, and,
that's 3 charges on a
not at
Tesla.
all.
It's like, come on, man. You know,
Yeah,
even
so
without the supercharger, I think your costs are going to be less. It's not going to be that much less than the new Prius, because they have a new software, new battery. The guy goes, literally, he goes, "I put 10 gallons of gas. That's the tank." And he goes, "It goes 700 miles." I'm like, "Holy fuck!" I go, "That's crazy."
mhm. You know
So
what?
yeah,
I'd like to see them make a Toyota Prius for XL.
Hmm.
That would be kinda nice. So,
Toyota,
you get some. Huh?
Toyota. If you're listening to Chris,
Yeah. That'd be nice because if you could get the range from 10 gallons, and drive XL, that would be awesome.
yeah,
Because then you're getting XL rates, you might have to spend a little bit more, but you're gonna get a little bit more in return, and,
yeah.
your gas mileage could still be, as high as it is. You there, it's 70 miles a gallon. So yeah,
No,
I would not
I think.
complain there. That'd be nice.
But anyway, so yeah, Dara, you got to incentivize us to go buy the. You got to go incentivize us to go buy the goddamn car, bro. Unless, unless Uber goes, "Hey, everybody switch to EVs. We're gonna put $10,000 in your account, but you have with that money you can go to Vegas with it. You can only buy an EV with it." I'll think about it. But otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spend my own money.
honestly, if they were gonna put $10,000 towards the car note and, like, you had to upload the car note to them or something, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna
I'm okay with
wipe
that.
out 10,000 of that." Okay,
Yeah, put the
sure.
down payment in. I'll go get the car. You know what I mean? So, Dara, we can talk about that. But anyway, so there
Yeah.
you go. That's what's happening with EVs.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.